The update patch of 30th October is out. This is a much smaller update compared to the previous one, but let's get into it. First off, the Gravitor class mod, the Reactor, will now drop from Inceptus as intended. This class mod is hairless, and it is incredibly good for boss fights. Actually, it's considered to be the best Harlow class mod for slaying bosses at the moment. And just like the update patch mentions, we are now able to acquire this amazing item by farming the Inceptus boss. The next change is that our Order legendary grenade called Scully has been adjusted to properly increase the damage of projectiles at higher levels. If I remember correctly, I was informed that this grenade was dealing 150-ish damage at level 1, while other grenades were dealing like much smaller fractions of this damage. Anyways, I have yet to test this grenade out, but after testing I may be able to give more information about this change. Next up, our knife penetrator augment has been corrected. Previously, this augment was unintentionally setting all attacks to a 30% critical rate. So regardless of if our critical rate altogether was 40%, 50%, 70% or whatever, we would only have the 30% critical rate if we used the knife penetrator augment in this past week. It was a very crappy problem, but this issue has been fixed now. So now, our augment's 30% critical chance will come on top of our other critical rate effects. This was a very much needed fix in Borderlands, and it will allow us to use critical orientated builds properly now. Furthermore, interacting with Dr. Zed's meds and guns vending machines and lost loot machines will now reset any action skills, ordnance or rep kits currently on cooldown. This used to be a thing from the very beginning of Borderlands 4, but during our previous big patch update it got messed up. So they fixed it again in this tiny little update, so now we're getting the cooldown again if we interact with the health machine like we are supposed to. The last change is they reduced the audio volume on the wings of the world boss called Spinjagle. So that was our quick fix of the week. Let's take a look at the weekly activities next. Finally, we're having a vault boss as our weekly Encore boss, which I don't think has happened before. We have higher drop rates on Kayson, What's for Dinner and a Bottle Lightning when farming the Primordial Guardian Origo. For those who don't know it yet, those gears are literally amongst the best gears in the game. So if you wish for Amp or Siphon What's for Dinner, right now is the perfect time to farm for it. Because I know for sure that I will be farming this boss like crazy. Do keep in mind that our Origo boss will have double the HP during this weekly event. So it's important to properly plan by choosing the build and the equipment meant for boss fights. It's not very pleasant getting wrecked by the boss again and again, so plan it well. Additionally to our weekly Encore boss, we're having our weekly wildcard mission. This time, we are guaranteed the legendary bot drop each time we finish the weekly Encore. I really love this because in my opinion, bot is one of the top tier guns to have in Borderlands 4. And it is also great for completing achievements. So it is especially great this week since this bot item has a 3% drop rate plus a guarantee when completing the Encore. It makes it easier to acquire it, and thus we can repeatedly earn it over and over again until we get the perfect one. I personally feel very happy about our new weekly activities, since we are finally offered rewards that are worth it. There is no point in fighting powerful bosses if there is no valuable reward at the end. It's really great to see the game improving in this specific section, as I feel like a lot of us players have been wishing for these types of changes. Anyways, last but not least, the Maurice black market vending machine has moved to another location and changed its offerings. Every time our secret machine moves, we are given a teaser image of the machine including its surroundings. This is the sneak peek we have been given for now. So it looks like it can be found in a snowy area, next to a tree, and in front of a rock. Perhaps it's a mountain. Well, I did some research and I figured out exactly where it's at. First, travel to this place, which can be found on the right area of our map. It's called Bones of Sanctuary, and it's the nearest fast travel to our hidden machine. We exit the area and walk straight until we find a metal-looking construction thing. Walk across it to the other side and continue further down this way. We can take a shortcut by flying towards the mountain, since it speeds up things and we don't have to face monsters or other obstacles. Keep soaring or running alongside a mountain area until you find a massive cave entrance. This is where we ignore the cave and continue walking up this tiny little hill or whatever. We are looking for a small hole in the rock to slide through. Remember to crouch down to get past this entrance. Now we simply climb up until we find a flat area with purple decorations. This is it. Purple decorations, and there is our not so hidden anymore vending machine. Our rewards are individual, so some of us may have amazing options of gears, while some may not be so lucky this time. That's just the beauty of this game, and it makes the search for this machine more interesting. Make sure you have enough cash before you head over to this black market vending machine, as it can be expensive to some and the trip is quite long. It is also possible buying from other vending machines in multiplayer mode, so that's a great thing. It seems I didn't get too lucky, but it's whatever. Like, I won't be complaining, I guess. Like mentioned, this update patch is very small, and most of it is quick fixes from the previous patch's errors. I think we have covered the topic of today. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions or thoughts you would like to share with us, feel free to comment below. To partake in our giveaways, subscribe to the channel. You may also leave a like or share the video with your friends if you feel like it. We highly appreciate your support and contribution. Have an amazing day, and we will see you in the next one. Take care, stay foxy, adios, bye.